What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You see the Apollo 11 in front of you. That's what we'll be talking about today. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So we finally got the Apollo 11 compact back from the custom shop where I got some Cerakote job done. You see this beautiful two-tone gray with kind of a distressed look on it. I wanted it to, look old and new, but, kind of have a good flair to it. And then it contrasts with this beautiful blue color. I don't even know what you call this color. I have to ask them. But overall, I think it came out great. The stipple job came out beautifully. When I say that this thing locks into your hand, doesn't go anywhere, man, it is a joy to shoot now. There are some other changes. We polished all the internals and all that stuff. I'll go into more of that later on. Right now, I'm just kind of showing you the gun, and then I'm going to throw in some footage from the range, showing me shooting this gun, and then we'll go back, and then we'll kind of just talk about what was done to the gun and how it feels now. Drop me some feedback in the comments. Let's talk about it, man. The first two mags are going to be 124 grain Monarchs. This is going to be the Live Free Armory branded mag, which is basically a check-free mag, checkmate mag, and then the Prodigy Duramags. My Springfield. Gonna shoot the 124s out of that, and then we're gonna move over to the 115 grains. Both same type of mags from each. Testing accuracy, that was the 124 grain Monarchs. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm not liking these Springfield mags. Accuracy is good, but the Springfield mags, they lock back with one round still left in the mag, first off, and then secondly, it didn't want to allow me to eject the mag. All right, I'm gonna move over to the 115. Start off with the Springfield mag. You know what? I think it's the base plates. I think they're getting stuck inside the mag wheel. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So probably gonna stop using these after today until I change the base pads. But since I already have it loaded up, I'll shoot it. At least I already know what the issue is, right? See how that ejection pattern looks on camera. And lock back with one in the mag. Now those Springfield mags always done that, which I don't like. And now that I remember, I'm gonna stop using them. Lock back again. But since I added the mag well, it is almost impossible to get the mag out. So we're gonna stop using these And we'll stick with the Checkmate Free Armory branded mags. Yeah, these go in, drop out. That trigger feels so good though. See if we got enough to double tap. 1, 2, 1. Yep, exactly enough. Yeah, I failed at that. I think it was me and not the gun though. This thing is so beautiful. That hole is getting bigger. All right, so fresh target. Gonna go out to 10 yards. Shooting the first with 4-6 mags or whatever at 5 and 7 yards. Now we're going out to 10. Gonna shoot 2 more mags and see what kind of accuracy we get. Feels good. Gonna do it for all my rounds I plan on shooting today. So let's see what the target looks like. And that is shooting fast, shooting slow, double taps. 10 yards, still getting used to it again. All right, guys, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you sticking with me. And we are going to wrap things up with final thoughts. Excuse the mess. This is a little bit of a work area in my cargo area of my trunk. And you know, I do a lot of things out of here. So at any rate, we're going to get into final thoughts. What are my final thoughts of the Apollo 11? All in all, I like the Apollo 11. I think the platform is really nice, and overall they did a really great job with the gun itself. Now, for all those who are familiar with the Live Free Armory and the Apollo 11, you know that the Apollo 11 in the very beginning, the first few batches were a little bit rough, man. They had some issues with the trigger and the grip, causing some malfunctions and other issues with the gun, which from what I've seen, they've worked out at this point. Now, my opinion is still that the grip module that was originally on the gun, which is a 3D printed one, which I've removed, is the biggest hurdle for the Apollo 11. So we're not gonna dig too far into that. I did cover a little bit of that in my first video. If you go back and watch part 1, I talked about all of the changes that were made to the gun and what upgrades we made. So I'll touch on those real quick. and then we'll move on and just talk about, you know, our overall thoughts so far. So this gun came with a red dirt trigger, which is still the trigger that's in here. Now my guy did clean up the trigger. There's no movement here, side to side or anything like that. So he did a little bit of a trigger job, cleaned up everything, got rid of any burrs, any edges that weren't smooth on any of the internal parts, as well as the safeties, the grip safety, the hammer. We also added this magwell. This is a Mac 9 magwell. This is a Mac 9 grip with a custom stipple job. So those are the main changes that we made to the gun, as well as the color, obviously. This is a two-tone dark gray Cerakote distressed look, and then a light gray Cerakote look on the frame, and then the dark gray from the frame, from the slide is also on the grip as well. So overall, it just really looks beautiful in my personal opinion. I love the way that it looks. That contrasting blue color just kind of sets the gun apart from others and makes it stand out. All right, so if you watch the video, you see the gun shoots pretty flat. Acquiring a target sight acquisition is really good on the gun. You know, I'm happy with the way that it shoots. The grip feels phenomenal. The gun doesn't move. It locks into your hand and stays on target. So when you're trying to get that sight picture, that yellow night, I think it's a night sight, maybe tritium, I'm not 100% sure. But that thing picks up so well that, you know, locking in on what you're trying to aim at is easy to do. So the Apollo 11 platform overall is good. I think that aside from the grip, the gun itself is really nice. So if you're thinking about jumping into the 2011 game, you are looking for something more budget, this is a good way to go. Now, depending on if you get a really good one that has no issues, you may have to drop a little bit of money into fixing some minor issues. That's been my experience, and that was the experience of, you know, a lot of people that I saw in the earlier stages. Like I said earlier, they have seemed to work out a bunch of that stuff, so you probably won't have issues. Overall, I am happy with this gun. I am happy with the way that it came out. I am curious to know what you guys think. So drop your comments down below. Let's talk about it. What do you think about the Apollo 11 in general? And then tell me what you think about the work that we did to mine, and, like, you know, is it something that you would do? Would you go this route, or would you just go with a whole nother platform altogether? I mentioned budget, so I know finances come into this sometimes. So we all know this gun is in the realm of 1,000 pew points, and with all the work that I did here, you're looking at about another 500 to 600 pew points, which will bring you up to about 1,500 total if you choose to go this route. Now, you could get it done a lot cheaper. You just replace the grip, depending on what grip you go with, obviously. So it opens it up. There are so many, you know, ways you can go about this. You can spend anywhere from $200 to you know, over $1,000 if you choose to. Just depends on how crazy you want to get with it. But myself included, I'll put it up here on the screen. I'll put the price of the gun, price of parts, labor that went into fixing it up. But that's gonna be it for the video. I mean, I think I've extended it longer than it needed to be. Appreciate you guys watching and tuning in with me. Catch you on this next video, and peace out.